Hi, my name is Stephanie Robinson. I am the CEO and president of Robbins Plumbing here in Phoenix, Arizona. And I want to cover for you guys today adding a gas line. We're requested, hey, I want to add a gas line to put in a dryer or put in a stove or put in a fire pit or a barbecue. Those are all great and fantastic ideas. Until you guys hear, you cannot add a gas line to your existing system. It's a custom installation. It's not like water at all. So when your gas line was initially installed, it was spec'd out specifically to the usage of the appliances that were on that system. So from the meter to the house, it was sized out. And a lot of times that's including a water heater and a stove or whatever. So, but then I have clients who say, oh, I want to add a gas dryer. It's right next to my water heater. Just tie that off. Boo, boo, boo. That is not how this works. Your gas line does not have the same volume and pressure behind it as water. It is sized out specifically to what was on it at that time. And when you want to add another fixture to that, that means the whole system has to be modified to accommodate that usage of fuel. So let's say someone says, haha, whatever, Stephanie, I'm going to do this myself. Here's what's going to happen. They're going to tie off a dryer off of the water heater, and it's only 4 feet away, 5 feet away, only. The rules exist for a reason. The code book exists for a reason. The second you add another gas fixture to that existing system, and there's not enough fuel to support it, something has to give. So now your water heater just shut off because it doesn't have enough fuel going to it as soon as you turned on that dryer. You're running too many BTUs for the size of that system. Adding gas appliances to your home is absolutely doable. It just may not be as easy as it thought in your head, which makes sense, right? You're not a plumber. You don't know the code book or these things, just like marketing just had to learn. You can't just add an appliance to your gas line. So the knowledge has to be there, but it's really about preparing yourself. Is it worth the investment to you to have that gas appliance? What we'll typically do, and here's why, is we'll run a new line from the meter to that new appliance because the existing gas system has to be put under test. Gas lines and additions have to be permitted, and the gas lines have to hold pressure. So if your existing system is older and we put it under the PSI that's required to hold a test, and it's 40 years old, 50 years old, and it's been sitting there holding a quarter PSI for 40 years, we don't want to put undue pressure on that. And then we're chasing leaks that were caused by that test versus let's run a new line to what the new fixtures are that you want. So those are options that the plumber will go over with you. There's pros and cons, obviously, to both, but it's not as easy as a homeowner might think is, I want to add a gas dryer, my water heater is right there, and my gas line is right there, we're just going to move it over. You may find that it's not worth the investment to run a new gas line now that you know that it's not just connecting off of 5 feet. It's not like water. It's very different. And when you mess around with a gas line and you fail, people die. Not worth it. So we're going to do it right, or we're not going to do it at all. And gas lines need to have permits. They need to be inspected by the local jurisdiction. And this is not just in Arizona. This is nationwide. This is not something that you should mess around with. But I really want you to understand that it's not just as easy as from 5 feet over. That's not how that works. A lot of times you can't even tap into that gas line. But unless that gas line was oversized to begin with to accommodate a new fixture, you're going to starve something else of fuel. Not going to work. You're going to fail inspection. You're going to be insanely irritated when you have no hot water because you didn't know that the dryer just turned off your water heater. Not the goal, right? So adding gas appliances or propane appliances can absolutely be done. It just may not be what you thought it was going to be. We do both gas lines and propane. And like I just said, we're going to do it right or not at all. So if you want to add a fire pit, a gas stove, a gas dryer, this is your mission in life, we're definitely the company to help you do that. My team is insanely trained on how to size out those things, get those permits, make it beautiful. I mean beautiful, because this is what we do. You can reach out to us at 623-486-4657, or of course on our website at robinsplumbing.com.